Hi, I will be talking about Barry Season 4, Episode 4 that just came out. And wow, this episode's a really good shocker. There's a lot to talk about. I'll try to make it sweet and short. Short and sweet, sweet and short, whatever way. So, first, let me talk about Barry. He's not in the episode. You don't really see him, which allows the side characters to shine. And that's what I like about this episode. You get to see each side character shine through their moments, especially Hank, which I will go into later on. But there's a lot to talk about with Hank. This episode does remind us, the viewers, I think, that Barry is an assassin, right? Because this whole season, you know he's an assassin, but you don't really see it that much. You've seen it a couple times throughout, but this one actually shows you he's an assassin, without actually showing you, right? Because they don't actually show you killing anyone, but you can assume what he could do, and just the fear of him coming to anyone that wronged him is very brilliant. Kind of reminds me of the Batman, how in the beginning he said that he is fear and he's in the shadows, and how people are just afraid of the shadows because they're afraid that he might be there. It kind of reminds me of how they built that tense scene in Batman, same as Barry. Hank's betrayal, and to see him to actually kill, because I realized that you never actually saw him kill anyone in the show, but then now you do, a whole bunch of people, and then him killing his lover. That was very sad. It was sad but justified. I'm happy with that decision. It definitely shows you a character growth, character change, and shows you that he really is a mobster, because you kind of forget he's a mobster, but he actually is a mobster, especially with him killing his own lover and having a straight face after it, well, crying and then having a straight face. He's definitely my favorite character, Hank, but even more than Barry. I think Hank is my favorite character. His development is amazing, and it doesn't feel out of nowhere. You can kind of see it building up in him. You saw him kind of complain about where he is in life, and then seeing him actually take control is really good. I'd like to see more of Hank and his betrayal and his kind of downfall to low morality. I realized HBO knows how to give a mid-season twist. They did that with Succession, this show, which you should check out. I review Succession. You should check that out. It's on the playlist. But yeah, check that out. Both acting coaches, Cusinero, I think that's his name is, and Barry's girlfriend. Again, their plots are kind of boring to me, but this episode did make them a little bit interesting with him killing his own son. That was interesting. I like to see where that goes. Him just being a bad person too. He's not as bad as Barry, but he's also a very bad person, with being just self-absorbed and wanting all the fame and not really caring about others. You could see that, especially with him killing his son. Even though it wasn't intentional, just that portrayed his self-absorbedness, right? And then the actor coach girl, Barry's girlfriend, her just wanting to be also kind of self-absorbed and wanting to be in the spotlight again, and then kind of getting rejected, kind of putting on the side. And speaking of the girlfriend, the ending, right? I'm thinking it might be a dream. I'm thinking it might be real, with Barry having kids and a family. It's kind of forced because that, just a huge jump in time. But then I think, no, actually it might not be a dream. I think it might be real because of two things. One, Barry just wanting to settle and get away from all this. I see how he would want to do that. And then the girl, I would usually say no, this is just out of nowhere, but then I kind of see it with them building or dropping the seeds of her not becoming a successful actress, so she just gave up, and her just, wanting to settle down and run away. Yeah, I see that. So yeah, that ending was very great. And this is just the ending mid-season, Can't wait to see where else this goes. Very shocked me, I'm not gonna lie, it was getting boring, but this really shocked me. I liked it. And I can't wait to see more. And yeah, subscribe, and I'll see you next week.